Hi there, meteorologist Rob Cromwell here with a forecast for the snow for this upcoming pattern going into next week. Now, we just have to recognize that there's a couple little issues that are appearing this year compared to last year. So here's some of the challenges. It is just straight up warmer this year. Warmer over land, warmer over the ocean. So it's the combination of just warm air that's going to challenge the snow, and certainly compared to what we got last year with many resorts getting over 700 inches of snow. Now, this is still early, but this is some of the challenges that we're looking at this year. Also, we've seen a lack of storms. Now, they're out there, but for our local area, we've missed out because almost everything so far has been going to the Pacific Northwest and Canada. That's fine. They're in a drought. They're getting what they need. But locally, we've had a lack of storms, just straight up. And then the snow levels, that combination is, as it's coming in, let's say we're getting what we need. We're getting the moisture, but because it's warmer, that snow level, once it starts to get pushed up, might be bringing snow, but only to the mid levels of these resorts or higher. So it's going to challenge not just for skiing, but also snowpack in general. So I did something here. I looked up what's actually open for the resorts that are open. So Mammoth has only 29 of 173 potential trails that are open. So I'm just trying to manage expectations here. This is the current situation. You can see that no resort is 100% open. Some resorts only have one run. I'm not saying that you can't have fun in this environment. Kids, friends, family, company, it's almost always more than the snow. But as far as what the conditions that you're going into, barely any of the mountains have been able to be open because they haven't had a lot of natural snow. They've been making it, putting it where they need to get the lifts going and for people to have a good time. But natural snow, as far as what we've been expecting, just hasn't happened so far. If you go back, a lot of people forget about what the forecast was. El Nino is coming. It's going to set up a different environment for us. What does that mean for precip? Certainly, once it all came together, this is a seasonal forecast. A lot of it is focused on California getting the chances for more rain than average. Not by how much, but looking pretty good. People forget the second part of this. The Climate Prediction Center also pointing out that, hey, it's very likely to be warmer than average for the season as well. So again, it's that combination of wet and warm seasonally that we'll be challenged with probably more than once. Not just this upcoming pattern, but many more times. And some of the issues here is this. We focus on El Nino as we should. It could approach not only strong, but historically strong levels in the months ahead. So we're definitely on El Nino. It's getting stronger as we speak. But there's also just a lot of warm water everywhere else as well. So going over the next week or two, we are looking at these conditions. It's likely to be warmer than it should be, but wetter than it normally is as well. So again, warm and wet is kind of the story. Let me give you a real-time example. Going into the pattern for this upcoming pattern shift Monday through about Wednesday of next week, notice what we're seeing. Once we really start to see everything come together, we're going to get the rain that we need for sure. But notice along here, what you're not seeing here is the elevation change since this is a flat map. We all know what lives right here. It's the Sierra, and the Central Sierra has some really tall mountains. 10, 11, 12, even 14,000 feet. So if they're barely getting any snow at all out of this, that really tells you the story that at the mountain passes and for our local resorts, it's just going to be a lot of rain initially. Now, we're hoping that things change for the back half between Tuesday night and Wednesday. Maybe some colder air gets pulled in. But at this point, what we're looking at is a challenge with we're getting the precip, but with warmer temperatures, it looks like throughout the pattern change, Monday through about Thursday, we might be challenged with the actual amount of snow that we get in the Sierra.